Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, after the Supreme Court ruling, by uphailing William Samoei Ruto's victory, the question Kenyans, and of course, most of Raila Amolo Odinga supporters are asking, what next for Raila Amolo Odinga? That is the question in the public domain. People are suggesting that Raila Odinga should just retire and go to rest and leave politics after this verdict. The other people are suggesting that Raila Odinga should continue. But then the question I'm putting on you today, what do you think? What should be the next step for Raila Amolo Odinga after the Supreme Court ruling? Because this is the final. The remaining thing is that William Samoei Ruto is going to be sworn in as the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. Constitutionally, that is the position. So what next? And before I answer this question in my own thinking, I want to read half of the statement from Raila Amolo Odinga, which suggests the next step for ODM party and the Azimio side. Kwa wale wenye wataka. Sababu hatujui kama watu kama Kalonzo Musyoka wataendelea kaa or they are going to dance to the waves. This is part of the statement from Raila Amolo Odinga. Just a part I want to read to it. This is what Raila Amolo Odinga said. This judgment is by no means the end of our movement. In fact, it inspires us to redouble our effort to transform this country into a prosperous, democratic, where each and every Kenyan can find their full belonging. Then he finished by saying, we thank our supporters and the Kenyans across the country for standing with us. We will be communicating in the near future on our plan to continue with our struggle for transparency and accountability and democracy. God bless you. God bless Kenya. That's the assessment from Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, as we continue with this panel discussion, but just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our returning subscribers and anyone who dropped comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. From the statement I read, it is suggesting, it tells that Raila Odinga is trying to appeal to his supporters that he is still around to walk with them on this journey of the transparency, the struggle, accountability, and democracy in this country. So that is a suggestion to tell that Raila might still stay around for some time or full time with his supporters. So that is the position. And in my view, I feel that those people who are saying that Raila Odinga should retire as of now from politics, they are wrong. Because Raila managed to get almost a half of Kenyans who woke up early in the morning to go and vote. Ruto has a half, Raila has a half, even if we go with the result from Chebukati and what the Supreme Court has upheld. Because the difference between Raila Odinga and William Ruto was merely 230,000 votes. So you cannot leave these people and go home. You have to look for a way to appeal to these people and just try to stay with these people. Work for them. Working for these people does not mean necessarily you be in the government. Even playing the opposition role to checkmate on the government, still it is a work you have to work for these people who have voted for you. Even if Ruto was going to take the opposition role today, he was not going to sit back and relax. He was still going to work out by checking on the government and pointing out whatever mistake the government will be doing. So he will have a role to play as he prepare for the next general election. So Raila should stay around with his supporters. But in my view, because again you can still just see, Raila might not vie for the presidency in 2027 because he will be 80 plus years there. So the best thing for Raila Odinga to do for now is to use this opportunity to prepare someone or some people within ODM party and within the Azimio coalition. Because remember, even this Azimio coalition, it might not stay to the end as a whole. The way Ruto is behaving, he's going to dig deeper into this Azimio. Some parties are going to go to Kenya Kwanza. Kuna wale watalipo wataenda. So what if Raila Odinga go? It means if it is Sambaratika, no one will stay there. There is a job Raila need to do. They need to choose leadership of the opposition, the leadership of the House, the head numbers in the National Assembly, the Speaker, or those other positions, minority or majority, leader, all those. But if we leave now, then you will be leaving this coalition maybe to Kalonzo and Martha Karua. But remember, Kalonzo has about 20-something members of parliament. Is it 23? There. But ODM has more than 70, it's 80-something there. So ODM is a big party here. You cannot take a big house and leave it to someone who has a small house. Just like that. No, it won't work like that. So he has to prepare the ODM leadership. Kama ni Joho, kama ni Oparanya, kama ni Orengo, kama ni someone from Nyanza region, whoever will think to nature in preparation for 2027. Because ODM party is a strong party. It is a party that has numbers. So it cannot just fold and support someone else, like maybe you go to William Ruto's side in 2027. ODM need to have a presidential candidate, or if not, it need to be in a coalition that seemingly can win election. If it's not producing a presidential candidate, it should be producing a running mate, the presidential candidate. Or if the law will allow, wale wanachukua serikali, is opposition, the prime minister or prime cabinet secretary, something like that. So he has to put the ODM house in order, and then 2 or 1 year to the next general election, ODM should have new leadership. For the first 3 years, Raila should show leadership. And then after this, he can take a back seat and just be an advisor to the ODM party. Because if you leave now, everyone would want to take over the leadership of ODM party. Oparanya anataka, Joho anataka. Kalonzo anasema, mimi nimewasaidia sana. So utafika mahali usambaratishe chama. So the best way to destroy ODM party is for Raila to exit from the leadership as of now. That alone will provide an opportunity for William Samoei Ruto to exploit ODM party and destroy it completely. Because he will be poaching people here and there, you come here, you come here. Remember, even before Mudavadi and Wetangula joining Ruto, already Governor Paranya was going to that direction. But Raila Odinga, in his own wisdom, he had to reach out to Oparanya, convince him to come back. But as well as speaking now, William Ruto would have Oparanya, Mudavadi and Wetangula on his side. So Raila has a constituency to appeal to: Western, Nyanza region, Nairobi, Coast region, Lower Eastern, and these other areas where he got votes. He has a job to do, and this job is not to go home. Prepare someone and show leadership as of now, and then wait for the future to see how things are going to play. So that is my view as far as the current political situation in the country is concerned. Raila must stay with his people, and he must, lazima consult watu wake. He has to tell them sorry and stay with them. He must appeal to them, not just retire and leave them in the wilderness. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. So, tupatane kwa comment section to have a continuation of this conversation. Otherwise, see you in our next video.